Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back, as always, to another episode of our Baldur's Gate 3 Let's Play The Dark Urge playthrough. This is episode 7. If you want to see how we got to episode 7 and everything that's gone on since now, you can jump into the playlist in the description to watch everything from the beginning to now. But in our little previously on Baldur's Gate 3, we just spoke to Mole. We learned a little bit about the underbelly of the Druid's Cove. We learned that Mole would really like to get that idol away, and I kind of agree, because I think that would start a fight between the two of them, and that would be some delightful chaos for us to partake in. So, I think we're definitely going to pursue that route, but I think what we're going to pursue immediately is where we left off last episode, and that is exploring these ruins. I also think we might give Wyll a helping hand with something he's been bugging us about for a little bit. So, without further ado, let's walk on through. Forward. See what's going on in these heavy doors. Aha. So, I know that there's a trap here. One thing you can do as it comes to traps and things in Baldur's Gate. I'm going to try and see if I keep failing the perception check. One thing you can do. Wow. My guy feels everything. I would like to see what's in this sarcophagus if we can. Okay, so the trap doesn't trigger until you open the sarcophagus. Like I said, what you can do. You can enter turn-based mode here. Then you're going to have a second. A trident? I had no clue tridents were in this fucking game. Could you tell I've never opened anything other than this big chest before? We're going to pick that up. That's cool as hell. That jug is cool, too. I kind of want that. We'll come back for that, I think. Hopefully it's not broken. And since we're in turn-based mode, I can open the sarcophagus here. Which you heard the trap just get activated. I can pick up the engraved key, and I can pick up the Watcher's Guide here. The trap still has not been set off yet, even though, for example, grease has already been deployed. The trap still hasn't started going because I haven't ended my turn and given the environment the chance. So I can then activate dash, and hopefully get pretty damn far out of here. And, maybe we can even have Lae'zel do. Hit us with one of these. Boom. And make it right back to safety. Now we can exit turn-based mode. And everybody can go down here. And we can watch the explosion with all of our items in hand. Ah, isn't it lovely? I'm not sure if this ever now disables. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But we're just going to close that door and we'll find that out another time. That's a future us problem. Let's see what's in... Oh, did we go in here already? I guess we did. We'll move on into the locked door, which I'm sure is the key that we just got here. Nice. And we'll walk on in here. Hello, Entombed Scribe. For all the good it did them. Pick that up and add that to wares. We'll also give that Scroll of Burning Hands back to Kroll here as well. Yes, we've gotten a lot of good things here, for sure. Let's add what we missed to our wares Let's see what's going on this plaque here.
I didn't think anyone worshipped the scribe.
The inscription is in a language unknown to you.
So a big conspiracy about this game, or maybe not conspiracy, but a big theory about this game is that Withers, the skeleton in our camp, is Jurgle, which is... It gets weird with I shouldn't say weird with D&D lore, but I just don't really understand it fully. But to my understanding, Jurgle was kind of the boss of the Chosen, or the Dead Three, and he gave his power to them, and they have kind of screwed things up, and that's where Jurgle comes in to now influence our party to help us alleviate that problem. I'm curious what you guys think about that, because it doesn't really have any focus on the game. It doesn't really have any influence on the game, to my understanding, whether he's Jurgle or not. I just think it's a cool little theory. Kind of similar to another theory about another big character that we'll learn later on in the game. But let me know what you guys think about that one. Is there anything up here? I don't think you can get in from this side, right? Yeah. Let's head back over to this other side here.
Something just woke up down here.
Absolutely.
Let them come. The darkness can be to our advantage.
Alright, so I am all out of level 2 spells. I think Shadowheart's pretty much out of spells as well. What I'm going to try and do is just kind of get away, out of the view of the other guys. And I'll try and focus down this guy up here that we can. Astarion, let's just have you bow this guy down if we can. Nice, great damage there, Astarion. And then we're going to have you hide and just run back into the corner here.
Can't afford to let up.
Shadowheart, we are going to have you cast Guiding Bolt, and please, for the love of God, once this long rest hits something. Nice! And that should pretty much be able to help us wrap that up, that guy up, once Lae'zel gets the chance to get up to him here. Which, actually, do you think we'll do 11 damage with this menacing shot? Let's try it. No dice, but it's close enough. We'll take that for sure. And we'll end our turn there. Fog cloud, that stinks, but we can get around that. We're gonna keep moving out here. Alright, shame, but whatever. We're gonna try and... you can't be threatened when you do it. Whatever. We will... Nice! That's awesome. That's a great outcome for that first guy there. And then we'll run over here and we'll cunning action hide again. But we got spotted. What can you do? We're gonna have Shadowheart run on out of the Shadowheart emerge from the shadows, and we'll have her. We're not going to do that guy probably. I'm surprised that we don't have low ground disadvantage here, but we might as well have. And Lae'zel's going to just keep running along here. That's great.
Let's go.
Run on out of the fog. See if we can hit this guy with another. Nice. Another ray of frost. And that fog is gone as well. Alright, we're kind of getting absolutely boned by being in the fog and silence zone. Whoops, I didn't mean to hit that. I wanted to see if we can hit him. We can't, but we'll take the main hand strike, and then we'll hit him with the offhand.
Stay focused.
Shadowheart, we're just going to have you run straight up to this fella here. You got a mace, so I think these guys are probably weak to bludgeoning damage, right? Yeah, so just bash this guy. Oh, that's great, Shadowheart. Nice, doing a nice crisp 4 damage. Lae'zel will have run and see if we can take out this guy that Astarion's working on. Boom, no problemo. End our turn there. Can my guy just hit him with a Hit him with the wizard bludgeon. Let me just smack this guy with my stick. Oh, come on. I just want to take advantage of the bludgeoning. Nice! 14 damage with the corner staff. Alright. Starian, do me a favor. Hop on up. Nice.
Fast. Got to press on.
See if Shadowheart, I feel like she's perfectly in the way of this. That banister's in the way, but it's not perfect.
Victory awaits.
Laser leap. Laser lunge, no dice.
Comes easy these days. Don't waste a step.
I think we are going to hit a magic missile here because we're just going to go back and rest shortly anyways.
Better fighters than many who draw breath in this world. Curious.
Absolutely, Lazal.
They're unthinking cadavers. I may as well feel sorry for a bread basket.
Loot these guys up. Then we'll head into the tomb room. Tomb room. Ooh, and I'm already getting
Let's
encumbered
get on
here.
with it.
Eager for battle. Quickly then. What lies within?
Loot, loot, loot. I love loot. Speaking of loot, let's see what's in the tomb room.
To hide one side.
Tomb room. I don't know why that's just hit me. I think that's funny. Tomb room. Soul coin.
Odd. What merchant would accept such a coin?
Take that. We'll take the arrow of undead slaying as well, and the arrow of transportation. Those both seem very good. And there's a heavy chest here as well. So let's see what we got in there. Aha! This is something that I think is just so useful throughout the game to never have anyone that knows this, and you can always just keep that at camp, and anytime you want to speak with the dead, you can just pick that up from your camp and use it. So, we're gonna, actually, we're just gonna have Shadowheart wear it for now, because we don't have any better amulets, so I'm also gonna take a quick second and throw some keys on the keychains here, just because that is a pet peeve for me. Alright, we'll move back on here. Let's loot these last couple skeletons. Oh, I see a chest in there.
What lies within?
Huh. I wonder where that key goes. Or I wonder if one of these chests are locked or something. No? Check that chest. Cup. We'll take 10 gold. And we're gonna hit, there's a little ladder over here that you can hit to drop down and you can get a second entrance. Hit this lever, drop down the ladder, and now we can go out this way. Ooh, who's the skeleton? Hello, buddy. Thanks very much. I think there's a chest down here somewhere, too.
That's curious.
Let's see. Scroll of Shocking Grasp, we're gonna add that to our wares, but we'll take it nonetheless. The scrolls are really good if you're not gonna use them, especially too, I know it's a very popular issue to, we're actually in a, nice! I mean, how lucky is this? We were actually in a very similar spot. We were talking about this last time. I was down here, I think, in episode 2, and I was saying that I have the issue of just not, like, holding on to scrolls, potions. You can already see my inventory filling up with them. Just holding on to them for ages. And if you do that, you have a big problem with that. One thing that you can do is just sell them. And you can use that on better armor and other things. Which we're not going to do with those, because these are actually pretty useful, I think. The Burning Hands we can always just give to Kroll here, because he'll always have a use for that if he gets into a pinch with enemies up close and personal. But yeah, before we go in long rest, we're just gonna run right back on up to the Emerald Grove and sell off our wares again, which we've been doing a lot of the past little bit, but we've been doing a lot of exploring. We did a lot of narrative ground cover in the in episode 5, and so episode 6 and 7 here are probably just gonna have we're picking up a lot of side pieces that I think we kind of ran through just so we could go and talk to Hulse and kind of RP that quest along, which I think we did a good job of, but there's also a lot of other stuff in this game that isn't necessarily just directly related to getting the Mind Flayer out of your head, so we're going to take advantage of that stuff as well throughout the way. But again, let me know what you guys think. This is episode 7 now, so we've been doing this for, more than a couple of episodes, hopefully long enough for you to get an impression about how I'm doing, how you're enjoying things. So let me know what you think I'm doing, what I can be doing better to keep improving this year. Because just trying to get better, trying to grow. So
act fast
much
if you do.
Appreciate watching along, but always wanted to get better. So let me know what you guys think we should be doing. We've already spoken with
just some
Aaron
bits
a
and
few
bobs
times,
I no longer need.
so we don't need to run through the whole. Why are you guys locking down the grove? We'll sell our wares off here. Sell that candle off too. Sell off that short bow. No point in holding on to the Watcher's Guide. Potion of Invisibility. That would be very useful in stealing the idol. I think we might need to cop that, especially because now we've about tripled our money from where we were at the beginning of episode 6. So, yeah, what's Lae'zel's armor class? 15 already? Yeah, not worth it. The Gloves of Missile Snaring. That said, these I am going to grab for sure. I love these gloves. They're useful way late into the game. So we're just going to pick those guys up. And we're going to give them to Kroll, because there's a lot of times that your wizard is going to be getting hit with, which if I recall correctly, I think I can wear these gloves and still cast spells. There's a lot of times that people are shooting at Kroll because he's got a very low, or wizards in general, because they have very low AC. So we're going to take those Gloves of Missile Snaring and use them on him. We're also going to buy this Potion of Invisibility, and we'll hold on to that for further use. Alright, and with that, I think we're just going to head back and long rest here. Alright.
Should mind my step.
And let's see. Anybody have anything new? I think let's talk to Wyll about Karlach, because I think that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow morning.
Gone gods. Watching you consume that tadpole was more disgusting than the tadpole itself. Though, I suppose that's not what you wanted to talk about.
How does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells?
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Zariel's own, Chaos Incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing.
It's not exactly easy to journey to the hells from the Sword Coast. How did you manage it?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more.
Let's move on to other matters.
Anything more we should discuss?
Let's see if we have anything new about Karlach after we say that, but yeah, nothing new about Karlach, so that's alright. We will move on to let's talk to Astarion for a little while. We haven't really spoke much to Astarion yet.
You have a manner of irresistible desperation about you.
I like it.
We'll ask him what he thinks waiting for us in Moonrise Towers. We have
Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk.
We'll replace Shadowheart in our party to get Wyll to hunt Karlach down tomorrow morning. Let's talk to Shadowheart and have her leave our
It was
party.
bad enough having just one of those tadpoles forced upon us. I can scarcely believe you actually inflicted another on yourself.
We should journey separately for now. I'll look for you here.
If you're
I
sure.
need to. I'm sure.
Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
Alrighty. Wyll, you're up, brother man.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
I'd like you to join me.
That's the spirit.
Oh, nice. We can level Wyll up here real quick. We'll do that, and then we'll hit the hay for a long rest. Ooh, and then we are going to do something else after this. Alright. Warlocks, I think, are a really fun class, and I think they're a little bit overlooked in this game for a couple of reasons. Number one is that you can't really have a great relationship with your patron in the video game, which I kind of understand. It's hard to overcome that. And number two is because you already have Wyll in your party, and a lot of people really don't like Wyll. I kind of love him. I don't know. I think he's just. I kind of love the like Luke Skywalker. It's time to save the Earth, or save Faerun at all costs type vibe. I love it. And it certainly doesn't have the most engaging story, but I think it's very cool, especially once you get to Act 3. I think people complain a lot about Will's story kind of lacking, but I think he gets a lot of depth, especially in Act 3, that is really more than a lot of your other companions get. And so I think his story picks up in the back half of the game. And that's why I think it's fun to swap party members in and out as you go along and not really just stick with one party through the whole game. Although that is perfectly viable, and honestly, like, I totally understand if that's how you want to do it. That's how I did it in my first game. But I kind of love swapping people in and out, and sometimes, you know, using Wyll for this or using Shadowheart for that. It's a good time. But I won't ramble on any longer. We'll do, we're not going to do Burning Hands, because Wyll will be able to fight with his own weapon once we get there. But I think Witch Bolt might not be a good one, or might not be a bad one, pardon me. Yeah, I think we'll do Witch Bolt, and then Eldritch Invocations. So this is stuff for Eldritch Blast. I always love to do Repelling Blast. That's some good old-fashioned stuff there. And then Eldritch Blast, Agonizing Blast for the Eldritch Blast, because it adds your Charisma modifier to your damage, and I've got +3, and pretty much most Warlocks will, unless you really do some very strange messing around with the spells. So we're gonna swap out the actually, no, we're not going to swap out the Armor of Agathis. We're going to hold on to that. We're just going to accept, level up Wyll to level 3 here. Spells, we're going to do Clouded Daggers. Again, we talked about how much I love Clouded Daggers. And we'll do Pact Boon, and we'll do Pact of the Chain, Pact of the Blade, Pact of the Tome. We'll do Pact of the Blade, because that'll help us out with the other side. We're kind of half spellcaster, half melee, or pardon me, martial combat with Wyll. So, nice.
No time to
The
rest.
next thing that we are going to do is we are going to head on over here, and we are going to use the Transmog mod, and I can show you guys how this works real quick. So if we go over to our camp inventories here, we talked about how this this outfit that Shadowheart's got on is just kind of really ugly. Like, it's kind of strange that she's just wearing like a blue button down underneath the armor. I think the armor enough is fine, but the blue thing's just kind of weird, and especially as compared with her like base armor that is built like for her character. I think this looks a lot better. So we're going to go over to our Traveler's chest here and grab the Transmog appearance and give that over to Shadowheart. Then we're going to right click and combine it just like we would with any die, and we can put, if we read the description, we can see that it says use this crystal and then place the item you wish to glamour on the left and the appearance you wish to copy on the right. So the item that we want to glamour is going on the left, and by that I mean, do we need to have Shadowheart in our party, perhaps? Oh no, because since that Shadowheart isn't in our Alright, I'm just going to... No, not equip that! I don't want to equip it, I just want to take it. We're going to take that, we're going to take the Transmog, this guy. We're going to send that to Kroll, and then we'll send this to Kroll. Shadowheart, we'll give you your clothes back in a second. So now we can combine, and we've got the item that we wish to glamour on the left, so we're taking just this item's stats and giving it the appearance of Shadowheart's old stuff. And so now we can send this chain shirt back to camp here, which is the old one. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the Transmog item, and then we're gonna send that to Shadowheart, her new item. And then when we go to our camp inventory, we can have Shadowheart equip her new clothes, which is just her default armor, but now upgraded to the new equipment that we bought for her a couple episodes ago. And so now she's got all the bonuses that new armor has, but the appearance of the old one. Sorry that took a minute, but that's the first time that I've really done it for someone that I'm not like currently controlling. I'm normally always controlling them, so it should have gone a little bit smoother. I apologize, but we won't run into that issue again now. So we're gonna auto select up here. Let's just take a look at how our camp supplies are doing. It looks like we're using a lot here, and we kind of are, but we still have a ton of camp supplies. I'm not super concerned. We're eating a lot of odds and ends. Another visit.
I promised I'd be back. Don't worry. I have things under control. For now. I see you've been using the powers the tadpole gives you. Good. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Halsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places.
Halsin mentioned these tadpoles have been modified with magic. There must be some way to get rid of the tadpole. There must be some way to get rid of the tadpole.
But you'll need to think beyond local healers. Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun.
The greater sickness, I have to imagine, is the absolute. How do you know so much about these tadpoles?
I have kept a careful watch on the movements of the cult. Though the Absolute's aims are not yet clear to me, its methods are. These parasites are more than illicit spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you.
So who are you?
It's complicated, but I'm an adventurer, just like you. Just like you, I was infected with a mind flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go.
She probably just wants me to learn more about the cult. What do you need me to do?
The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it.
So that's a big piece of information for Krolt as well. Because I just learned that the source, the parasite's power is from a magical source, which we learned in the previous episode, or the thing that makes them special. But what gives them the magic itself is based in our tangible world and not some type of magic that I can't understand. Or if it's at Moonrise Towers, it's theoretically a part of the world that we're in and we're, walking around in this realm of Faerun. So it can be theoretically controlled. And so I think Krolt just got a new goal in mind. Find out about this magic and then use it to control anybody he can. And so, we will continue along that larger goal, but first, we are going to go help Wyll hunt down Karlach. We're going to travel over to the Blighted Village to do that. Let's loot around here a little while.
Let's crack it open.
As much love as I hold for Baldur's Gate, these frontiers delight me as much as any bustling street.
That's great, Wyll.
You can't be serious. This is a howling wasteland.
I like the star.
I haven't even had a bath since the abduction. It must reek of illicit slime.
Sure, but think of the stories you'll be able to tell.
Oh, these two together is funny. I have very rarely done this party combination of Astarion and Wyll. Oh, perfect. Whoops. Meant to send that to camp, but alright. Astarion's drunk.
Empty.
yeah, guys, let me know how you feel about the pacing of the series in general. If you feel like we're moving along at a good rate, or if you feel like we are kind of taking things a little bit slow. I know that we talked a little bit about the reading.
Do you always need to be the center of attention?
Anything but. I don't fight to be flattered, Lae'zel. I fight to save lives.
Moonhaven.
Moonhaven, cool. Oh, that's a cool little... I didn't know the name of this place. But yeah, let me know if you think that we are moving along at a good pace, or I'm taking too long to get through things. I'm happy to move faster, slower, whatever you need. I know we kind of talked about the reading, and I think that was some awesome feedback, and I really appreciate it. I'd love to know how you feel about the pacing in general of this series thus far. Because, like, for example, right, I'm more than happy to just kind of cut around if you think that that's better to, you know, the important things, but I also think it's kind of nice to do the long form, you know, where you get to see basically everything that we're doing here, as opposed to just skipping around to the exciting stuff, because then I feel like that's kind of not a Let's Play at this point.
Just.
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Without me?
Let's leave them alone. I don't want to be invited to the wedding.
Okay.
Have I been this way before?
Can I... Let's just see what happens. Let's just have a little fun.
What the hell are you doing?
I know what happens, and I'm already like, what do we, I didn't think we'd make it this far. I thought we'd be in a fight already. Astarion, why are you laughing? Let's just attack.
Don't disturb a half ogre in the making.
This way.
Oh, whoops, I shouldn't have done that. But, alas.
Get out!
Oh, wow, they have a ton of health. I Thunderwave both these fools. Yeah. Let me hit them with a level 2 since I'm right here. Hit them with it. Nice. 5 damage. That's fucking great. My guy is literally, when I say literally cooked, he is literally cooked. Lae'zel, you run in here. We're gonna try and disarming attack here. Oh, nice. I didn't think we'd actually get this guy. How much damage did you just do there? You can open up the combat menu by hitting that. 16 damage.
Choice but to keep going.
Alright, now this is perfect, because now
Best be on my way.
Brolt can run away, slug one of those healing potions, and Ray, okay. Oh, jeez. Alright. Let's try our Eldritch Blast here. Nice. And we'll stand at the ready. Astarion, we can sneak attack with. Perfect. Hit again with the offhand attack. Nice. Does their dexterity just so low? Yeah, that's why they're so easy
Where
to
do I
hit.
go from here?
And I'll use a level 1 Thunderwave here. Jeez, man, that just stinks.
Time to strike.
Thunderwave has not been doing good for us this playthrough. We're gonna fainting attack here as well, and we're gonna actually I forgot you get the dice per short rest, so we're not going to save those. Maybe we'll end our turn. Tough luck, but I think we'll be okay here. sneak attack. Offhand attack. End my turn. Hit him with the burning hands here. Nice. There we go. Burning hands. That's what I'm talking about.
Healing.
Bang. All right. Now let's pick up Lae'zel here. A little short rest.
Well, some rest's better than none.
And we're just gonna give some of these to Lae'zel because she doesn't have any on her person at the moment. I'll drink one. Lae'zel will drink a couple. And bing, bang, boom, we are A-okay. Bugbear, anything on you, brother man? Just the javelins, which we'll pick up and add to our wares. Oh, beautiful. Couple good stones here. We will send this stuff to camp, this alcohol. I use for Azith and liquids too. Oh, just right on top of a mangled corpse. That's fucking gross. Yeah, nothing really else of note here. Where's this overlook? Okay. Is there a chest back here, I wonder? I've never actually gone back here, I don't think. If this looks like the perfect spot for a chest. Yeah. We will go down here and talk to Scratch, though. Evil to everybody except Scratch. It's a stack of books here. Anything? Keep on walking down here. Poor old Gomwick. Scratch, what's good, dog? Reach out to pet him. Evil to everybody except Scratch. Neil, you mean no harm. Aw, sad. You know what's getting the inspiration point used? This. I will use all of them to make Scratch my friend. I'll do whatever it takes. Don't test me. Don't test me. I will use all of these.
The dog's hackles raise.
Here at his collar. Please. Nice.
You see a name etched into the leather. Scratch.
Hi, Scratch. It's alright, Scratch. I'm not gonna hurt you. Pat him. Give him a good old-fashioned pat. Come on, Scratch. Follow me.
He whines, but remains rooted by the corpse's side.
Hold out your hand so you can follow your scent to camp. Follow me along, brother man. Oh, cool. Let's check out this area. This is another little area I don't really go to. This little fishing spot here. That's cool. Bucket of fish. Perfect. Send all this stuff to camp. Nice. Alright. Keep on keeping on here. This is a good way to go to Karlach because you can avoid the gnolls and stuff up there, which I do think are one of the harder fights in the kind of the overworld, in the wilderness here. So let's see. I remember this in my first game being in my party not being able to navigate through there, and so let's see if they're any better at it now, or if I'm gonna need to do it for them again. Looks like I'm going to need to do it for them.
Well, hello.
Alrighty.
Magnificent.
Oh, we don't need to actually jump anywhere starting. You don't. Oh, that's unnecessary, brother. Alrighty, Will. We got the Dark One's Blessing, which we got at the end of what's it called?
Animals?
Killing the ogre and the giant thing.
All is ash and meat.
Damn right.
If not over, then through.
Speaking of ash and meat, that might be some foreshadowing, but let's talk to Karlach.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
Tell me, monster, what's it like to know you're about to die?
Touch me, and you'll regret it.
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
I would agree with Wyll in this situation, or Krolt would. I wouldn't, but Krolt would. Krolt, so far, Wyll has helped Krolt out quite a bit, and now it's time for Krolt to not return the favor, but keep Wyll on his side. And he does not know that Karlach is a companion. Krolt does not know that Karlach is a companion in this game, and that Wyll and Karlach would make up and have no problem. He knows that he can just help his... He knows that he can strengthen his bond with his buddy to further along our goals of power and domination, and plus, I can get a little bit of bloodlust out of this. So, let's send this devil back to the hells.
Karlach. By my living soul, you will forever burn.
You know, I could have used a friend. Pity that won't be you.
So, Astarion, let's run right on over.
Outmaneuver them.
See if we can cross off. Here's the... Oh, that's brutal. I mean, a literal stone toss away. Let's have
Fury. I am
Lae'zel just... Damn. This stinks, but whatever. We're gonna have her cast her psionic jump here. And leap on over. And then, yeah, fuck it. We'll have her use action surge here. And then disarming attack. Save the disarming attack. So no dice there. I would do literally anything for Astarion to get a little bit closer. But we'll take the 9 piercing damage. Alrighty. And then Wyll will Eldritch Blast, see if we can finish Karlach off that way. Nice! talk to Wyll.
The devil has fallen.
Indeed.
Hells, I should be celebrating, making toasts, roaring in victory. But I can't get the tadpole's visions out of my mind. Tell me we were right to strike Karlach down.
Don't you think it's a little late for misgivings?
Not exactly the words of solace I'd hoped for. Damn it all! I vowed to hunt vicious monsters, not join their ranks.
Enough whinging already. You should be drunk on the kill, not drowning us in crocodile tears.
Yes, Wyll, you are weak.
Right you are, Lae'zel. I've slayed myriad devils, each one a threat to Faerû. I've torn the horns from their heads without a second thought. Why should this time be any different? My prey has fallen. Hail the blade.
I'm certainly not saying hail the blade. Hail to us.
Yes, hail to us. An alliance as true as the sun's march across the sky.
I'm not going to assert my dominance on this group, I think, until we get out of the Goblin Camp questline. I think once we get out of the Goblin Camp questline, that's when I'm really going to take control and say, Krolt is the leader. All of you are but followers to me. But for now, we're all working together towards a common goal in theory, which is get to Moonrise Towers and learn more about these tadpoles. But we will leave.
What path lies before me?
Aw, sick. We can sell Karlach's stuff here. I thought she'd have some camp supplies in there maybe, but I guess not, and we'll take that stuff. Nice. Sorry, Karlach. Not sorry. Alrighty. Oh, I see a backpack there. Never mind. Pick up the Alchemist Fire. Yeah, pick up all this stuff. There's some good stuff here. And nice. And we'll keep heading on up the road. Ooh, the toll collector's key. This is why it's always good. I'm always running around with that alt key on, man, because you'll just find random stuff like that. Let's go up to the toll house here. Oh, I missed the toll collector down there. We'll get to him later.
Need any supplies? We've fewer mouths to feed now.
What happened to you?
The Lord of Justice sent us after a devil haunting this area. We squared off against her. We lost.
See, Wyll. Karlach
Talk
wasn't
to
doing
Anders
anything
if you
good.
want the details. I don't have it in me to recount the horror.
Let's see what you have to trade. We'll sell off our wares real quick. That just happens to be all Karlach shit. We're also going to buy this supply pack. And sweet potion of animal speaking as well. That'll be useful for talking to the strange ox and then scratch.
In Tyr's name.
Very cool. I'm not going to ask any questions about that dead body. Hi, Anders.
Cut it out. Who's there? Please, keep your distance. You're welcome to shelter here, but we've grave injuries to tend to. Believe me, she's no tiefling, but a devil. We were lucky to escape. Just yesterday, the devil Karlach slaughtered countless refugees. An entire family met their end at her hands, including a pregnant mother. We were lucky to survive our encounter with her.
This could be the work of a devil, but they collect souls through cunning, not carnage.
I've already dealt with her. She's dead.
If that's true, this is the first glimmer of hope we've had for a long while. But I'll need proof. Bring me her head, and I'll give you my blade. It carries Tyr's blessing, and you will have earned it by carrying out his justice.
Seems easy enough. We can do that. Why don't we head on down there? Ooh, actually, this is perfect. We'll be able to talk to the dead toll collector again. And by talk to, I mean, take his gold. Alrighty, Karlach.
A faint, acrid smell clings to the corpse, like the memory of a storm.
Remove her head.
The head comes free with a sickening crunch.
Nice. Karlach's head. Can we examine? Tough look. Sorry, Karlach. Ooh, we're close to leveling up again. Nice. Alright, let's head on back up, give this head to the paladin. See what we get from him. Well, see how good the sword is. I know the sword's pretty good, but I'm not sure how great it actually is in the grand scheme of things as compared to the stuff we have now.
Well,
Here's her head, just like you asked. Damn. Thud.
thank you. As promised, here is my blade. Blessed by Tyr. It's sacred. The most valuable thing I've ever held. I hope it serves you as well as it served me.
Cool. So now what happens?
Your actions saved many souls. Tyr be with you.
Cool enough. Alright. Yeah, man. Looks like Karlach did some damage. Wink, wink. So, let's take a look at this Sword of Justice. Send that to Lae'zel real quick. Yeah, I don't think it's any better than what we already have for her.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
6 to 16 and 6 to 16, and I can cast Tyr's Protection, which increases armor class by 2. Yeah, so we'll swap that out. It's slightly better.
Can't give up now. They should
And let's
be
see what we
running.
got going on out here. Perfect. Camp supplies here. Send all this to camp. I don't think the gnolls really have anything good on them usually. Yeah, just hyena ears and shit. Here in the wooden crate. Perfect. Sending this stuff back to camp. The outer city. We'll pick that up, and that'll be useful for when we get closer to Baldur's Gate.
Careful.
What's good? Buckle. Pick that up and add all this stuff to my wares. No way these things give camp supplies, right? Yeah, can't even reach them. Carnival squash? We'll take a second, gather up this stuff.
They didn't stand a chance.
We'll leave the half-eaten stuff, but we'll take the red apples. we're just going to take a quick second. Go into my camp supply sack. Send all this stuff to camp. Lovely. Alrighty. The gate is closed. I saw that in there.
Beautiful
We're going to read that in a
broken
second.
heap smells oddly enticing. You find you can't resist inhaling her offals. You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate. You watch with cold realization. This isn't the end of one life, but the start of another. Her darling pups will not be of her own species. Gnolls bring forth their iniquitous litter from many corpsed wombs, including hyenas.
Let's strike while the beast is vulnerable. Jeez. Tough luck. Tough luck.
Strike quickly, but not quickly enough. She shrieks, thrashing helplessly. Her belly splits like a rotten fruit, birthing a frenzy of claws and fangs. The raw hate of life reared from the miracle of death. A tear almost springs to your eye.
Sorry, I had to get the screenshot there.
Time to push my luck again.
Alright, so what do we... It is where I would love to have Wall of Fire, but alas, we don't. So, I think what we're going to do is throw a Void Bulb here, draw all these guys in. And then, in a second, I wish we had...
Time for a cull.
What do we have in terms of fire arrows? I'd love to take one of these and have a Starian shoot that. Nice. Yeah, we'll take the 94%. Nice, nice, nice. And we'll end our turn there. And we'll end this turn.
One piece is broken away, and it won't be returning alone.
Well, we sorted that problem out. And we can end our turn right there. And then Wyll, Cloud of Daggers, these motherfuckers. Where's the last one? There it is.
Never seen that before.
Will's the one
Certainly
concentrating.
puts the miracle of birth in a new light.
Let them come.
Let's read here.
We will rip them from top to tail.
The gate is closed. Baldur's Gate, a bastion of commerce and culture, rewarded only with corruption and catastrophe. Crime, poverty, taxation, burdens unfairly heaped upon the shoulders of the common citizenry. Thieves and outsiders go fat on the teat, while native Baldurians starve in the street. For too long, the Grand Duke and his parliament of peers have left our gate unguarded. If you'd like, join us. If you, like us, stand ready to defend it, then join the like-minded individuals for a frank exchange of ideas. Join the keepers of the gate. Enough is enough. The gate is closed. Close that guy on up, and we'll loot these homies here. Shipment orders on the dead caravan agent. Deliver the chest to me unopened. Read the first sentence again. Open it and I will know because you will be dead. This is not a threat. This is what will happen if you open the chest. NF. So we gotta find that chest. Pick that up and add that to the wares. We'll pick that up as well. Look through these hyenas, even though they usually don't have anything. Yeah, I see another tangled corpse up here. Nice. Pick that up and add that to wares. Pick that up. And nice. We'll just complete the loop of our exploration over here. Send this to camp. Send this to camp. Send that to camp as well. Make the leap across the bridge here. Nice.
Strange. It looks healthy, but it's stone dead.
Who cares about it? The pig's dead, my friend. Staring at it won't bring it back. Come on. We'll never fix these brain worms if we stop and gawk at every piece of carrion you find.
Examine the boar's corpse. Nice.
The boar seems to be fresh, only a few hours dead. Examining the corpse, you see 2 small puncture wounds in its neck.
And is it dead enough for you?
These markings are strange. Do you recognize them? I certainly recognize that Astarion is hiding something about this, but this is great. Nice.
Yes, I know. It's a waste of our time, and I'm done indulging you.
Let's talk to him again.
I had another visit from that dream figure. I take it you did too. It claims that if we infiltrate the heart of the cult that's giving out these parasites, we'll find the answers we're looking for. It gave me another gift, too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. Rather generous, if you ask me.
Whatever's at the heart
And
of this
while we're
cult,
at it,
find it.
we can see how many more of these little worms we can harvest. Now, was there anything else?
No, we'll move on. And just like moving on from Astarion, we are going to move on to the next episode. I didn't even realize. I looked over and I've been recording for an hour and 16 minutes. I stood up for a minute there in between, so it's not going to be quite that long, but we've been going for a little while here. So I want to thank you guys very much for watching again. I really, really appreciate it. Let me know what you think about the pacing of this series. If you think we got to pick it up, slow it down, let me know what you think, because I'm happy to go either way, but I'm just curious about how you guys are feeling. Get a little pulse check on that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. I really, really appreciate you coming along on Krolt and his crew's journey, and we're going to pick right back up in the next one and see where our journey takes us next. Thanks. Peace.